Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, The Greater Freedom, a creation by Alya Mooro. In The Greater Freedom, 2019, author Alya Mooro shares the journey of a British-Egyptian woman navigating her dual cultural upbringing. Through personal anecdotes, research, and interviews with Arab diaspora women, Mooro delves into topics like sexuality, Islam, beauty norms, and migration. She concludes that true freedom is found in embracing the fluidity between predefined cultural, national, and personal identities. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Alya Mooro, a British-Egyptian author and journalist, explores culture, beauty, and fashion in various publications like Grazia, Refinery 29, and The Telegraph. Through social media and her blog, she uniquely embodies the modern third culture child, chic, contemplative, and outspoken. With 8 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book. On StoryPlanet.net. To start, explore a woman's perspective on growing up in 2 different cultures. The text discusses the challenges faced by women of Arab descent growing up between 2 cultures, focusing on the struggle with stereotypes, beauty standards, and identity. Alya Mooro's experiences and interviews with other women highlight the difficulties in navigating these issues, such as media representation, pressures to conform, and reconciling aspects of sex and Islam. The journey leads to self-discovery and empowerment, shedding light on the complexities of identity for women in the Arab diaspora. Key idea number 1. Alya felt caught between 2 cultures growing up as an Arab girl in Britain. The text discusses how individuals like Alya often struggle to define their identity due to misconceptions and stereotypes. In a predominantly white society, people of color are often generalized and confused with others from the same background. Arab identity, in particular, faces challenges in defining itself, especially in diaspora communities. Representation in media is limited and often negative, with Arab characters mostly portrayed as terrorists. This lack of positive role models can impact children's self-perception and perpetuate stereotypes. Key idea number 2. Arab women feel pressured to meet European beauty standards. Arab women face intense pressure to conform to European standards of beauty, which include features like straight hair and a slender body. This often leads to painful and damaging beauty routines such as chemically straightening hair and frequent body hair removal. The shift in beauty ideals towards figures like Kim Kardashian is helping some women appreciate their natural appearance. Key idea number 3. Alya experienced puberty in both Cairo and London, giving her insights into the challenges young Arab women often encounter. Alya experiences cultural differences in her views on sexuality and behavior between living in Cairo and the UK. In Cairo, societal policing on women's behavior and sexuality is stringent, leading to feelings of pressure and secrecy regarding natural rites of passage. Her move back to the UK results in conflict with her parents as she tests boundaries, engages in risky behaviors, and struggles with the contrasting views on sex and morality between her Middle Eastern and Western cultural identities. The dichotomy leaves her conflicted and burdened by the internalized societal judgments. Key idea number 4. Shame about sex that Alya internalized led to years of traumatic experiences. Alya's first sexual experience was complicated and guilt-ridden due to societal expectations and questionable circumstances. Despite facing backlash and judgment, she eventually found sexual liberation through therapy. She learned to enjoy casual sex after being raised to believe it was wrong. Now capable of fulfilling relationships, she values finding someone deserving of sharing intimate moments with. Key idea number 5. Marriage in the Arab world imposes burdensome expectations on women. Arab women face cultural expectations in marriage, marrying young, the right person, and blamed for relationship issues. Interracial and interfaith relationships are often frowned upon, and social pressure to conform is strong. The pressure to marry young is prevalent in the Middle East. Alya realizes she is happiest single. UNICEF reports high rates of underage marriage in MENA region. Alya chooses to prioritize her relationship with herself. Key idea number 6. Alya grapples with her Muslim cultural identity amidst increasing Islamophobia in Britain. Alya struggled with her Muslim identity due to Islamophobia post 9/11. Many Arab diaspora feel the need to qualify as moderate in Western countries, unlike in the Middle East where religious identity is fluid. Stereotyping Muslims contributes to Islamophobia with tragic consequences. Lack of representation leads to assumptions and fear. Alya realized her voice is valid, and change requires active participation from cultural Muslims. Key idea number 7. Alya embraces feminism due to troubling experiences in both the West and the Middle East. Alya, who initially did not identify as feminist, came to realize the prevalence of sexism and gender stereotypes around her. She witnessed examples of discrimination based on gender, both in the West and the Middle East. Alya recognizes the importance of gender equality, highlighting the need for women to have autonomy and support in making their own choices, especially in regions like the Middle East with significant gender inequality. Key idea number 8. Alya understands that, as an immigrant, making a home is a matter of perspective. Alya Mooro, a British Arab, navigates between cultural expectations in London and Cairo. Immigrants like her face pressure to conform and prove their worth in their new countries. UK's treatment of Shamima Begum highlights issues of integration and belonging. Canada is praised for its inclusive policies. Brexit has exacerbated racial tensions in the UK. Despite challenges, most acknowledge immigration's positive impact on British culture. Alya finds comfort in her surroundings and believes she can create a home wherever she goes, valuing the freedom of choice. In conclusion, Arab girls in the West face challenges in establishing their identity due to the clash between cultures. Alya Mooro found resilience by reflecting on her background and connecting with women of the Arab diaspora. Readers are encouraged to share feedback. Headscarves and Hymens by Mona El-Tahawi challenges stereotypes about Middle Eastern women and calls for gender equity in the region. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.